Experience is a bit tricky. There are 3 ways to put EXP into the forge: experience bottles, items with enchants, and Xpetrified Orbs. Experience bottles and enchanted items only provide a bit of experience, so Xpetrified Orbs are probably your best bet in the long run. The UI doesn't provide much guidance though on how to get these. It simply says you need to feed a black hole EXP, but it doesn't say how to feed it EXP. There are 2 ways though, with bottles of enchanting and with an experience tab. I went the route of experience bottles because I could easily make them with the mystical agriculture essence I had. I will show you how to do this a bit later. First, we need to actually create the black hole. This is done by throwing dark matter and corrupted dust onto the ground. Don't worry, it won't destroy your base or anything, but it will suck up items from a pretty far distance, so be careful where you put it. But how do we actually get these 2 items? Dark matter is very simple. You just need to smelt elderwood logs in a furnace. Corrupted dust, on the other hand, is a bit more of a longer process. The recipe is simple, but this item right here is obsidian steel. In ATM9, you could just mine it, but in ATM10, you need to smelt obsidian and raw iron in a Klebano furnace. Making this furnace is simple. Gather the items found in the UI, and place your first layer like this, second layer like this, ensure there's no middle block, and then your third layer like this. Then hit it with abundant bitter dust, and this will create your furnace. But before we can actually smelt the iron and obsidian, we need 1 of 5 relics. Early on in this mod pack, you only need 1 relic, which is the artesian relic needed for the furnace. You can find this in armories, weaponsmith, and toolsmith buildings in the villages. This took me forever to find for some reason, so I hope you have better luck. If you're already exploring, I'd recommend getting at least 1 of these, as you can craft most of them later on if you need more. The crimson stone is found in villager outposts, which you can find using the explorer's compass again and try to find. Elementarium is found in desert pyramids, jungle temples, and underwater ruins. Of course, use the explorer's compass to find these. The divine pact is found in the other, which you've ideally been to if you're at this point in the mod pack, and piglin villages or pyramids, and again, use the explorer's compass. The Melodicious pact. Don't know if I said that right, but this is found in treasure bastions and you cannot craft this one later on. Once you have the relic, place it into the furnace along with some fuel and it will create obsidian steel. Note that it does not use up the relic, so you only need to find 1. You can always find more later or craft more relics using these recipes. Once you've made your corrupted dust and dark matter, throw it onto the floor and it will make a black hole. Throw your EXP in and it will give you an Xpetrified Orb. Amazing, right? While this was a lot of information, we still aren't done yet.